Have you really looked at the reasons for the 5% tax that was slammed on consumer petrol? Have you really looked at it? I'm sure you already know by now that soon you're going to be paying 5% on every amount of petrol you buy in a petrol station. Now, the reason is why. Okay, now I want to look at the reasons again. The first one that caught my attention is where the government wants to start collecting tax on consumer petrol so that they can offset debt burden that was slammed on the nation by fuel subsidy. So, meaning that you and I and the other Nigerians will soon begin to pay back all the monies that the government spent on fuel subsidy in the past years. That's what it means. And now, the second one that caught my attention is where Nigeria is trying to encourage clean energy. And so slamming 5% tax on petrol is likely going to discourage people from buying petrol, right? So the question is, so what are we going to do if we're not buying petrol? What is the root cause of the Nigerian problem if not for petrol? People run generators to do their businesses, right? Yes. And since the price of petrol went up, their service price of the services went up because you still don't have constant power supply and affordable power supply in Nigeria. And so people are still relying on running petrol for their businesses and using that excesses they're getting from buying petrol to slam it on customers who want to use their services. And you can't blame the vendors. So if we're not buying petrol, what else are we going to do? We're not the biggest boys in electric cars. We are yet to adopt electric cars in Nigeria. We are not the likes of China that can comfortably discourage their people from buying fuel, from buying petrol. The cars we drive in Nigeria requires petrol to run. We don't even have constant power supply. If you're going to buy an electric car in Nigeria, you just have to drive that car within town because the only place you can charge that car is in your house. And so why are we trying to? And the funny thing is that we are one of the producers of crude. Our major export is crude. So when you talk about people who are the culprits of unclean energy, we are one of the biggest culprits of unclean energy. Yet we're encouraging clean energy by discouraging people from tapping into the business that we do. When you think of this thing, you ask yourself questions like who is really forcing these policies on us? Who is forcing these policies on us? We want to generate revenues from taxing consumer petrol. Yes, it's going to discourage people from buying petrol. Now, to what end? Because first of all, the price of petrol is up. First, we have not yet brought it down, and then we want to go through the back door to slam another increase on petrol. Yes, we want to go through the back door. We don't want to officially come out and say we are increasing the price of. We want to go through the back door and increase the price of petrol by saying if you don't want, don't buy. It's not fair. It's not fair. It's not fair on Nigerians. It's not fair. Okay? When the economy is doing well, you tax Nigerians. When the economy is not doing well, you take it easy on them because it is not our fault that Nigeria's economy is struggling. And so Nigerians should not be the one suffering from a drowning economy by being taxed here and there, like, because people are going to suffer paying the 5% tax on petrol. A lot of people are going to suffer because despite the price of petrol that is so expensive right now, people's businesses are still surviving on buying petrol. That one, first of all, is a problem. Talk more of when you now tax them.